The Shrimad Bhagvadgita is a part of the epic Mahabharata, which forms an integral part of Hindu scripture. The Mahabharata and consequently the Bhagavad Gita was recounted and compiled in the Puranic era, which spans approximately the time between around 300 before Common Era to 500 Common Era. However, most of the text was probably compiled in the earlier part of this era, around 300 before Common Era, and its transmission through oral tradition most likely predates even that. These two demarcations of 300 BCE and 500 CE also coincide with two of the most powerful ancient empires of the Indian subcontinent, the Mauryan Empire, which spanned an area even larger than the modern India, and the Gupta Empire, which brought about the golden age of Hinduism, with arts, mathematics, medicine, and science thriving in these times. In fact, Aryabhata's first use of zero and the modern decimal system, which we now use as the basis of our numerical system, happened during the Gupta Empire's time. Now that we have learned a little about the chronological history of the Shrimad Bhagavad Gita, let us talk about what exactly the scripture itself entails. The Gita comprises chapters 23 through 40 of Book 6 of the epic Mahabharata. Mahabharata in itself is a story of a great war between 5 Pandav brothers, symbolizing the path of righteousness and dharma, and the 100 Kaurav brothers, symbolizing unrighteousness and the path of adharma. Of course, the symbolism is incredibly more nuanced than this simple categorization, but this is adequate for us to understand the backdrop of the Gita. In the Gita, Lord Krishna, who is the 8th avatar of Lord Vishnu, the preserver of all creation, and one of the Pandav princes Arjun, are having a dialogue. In this dialogue, the eternal Lord directly addresses ethical questions, faith, devotion, eternal liberation, and much more, making it an incredibly important text to modern Hindu philosophy and theology.